What is your best sexual flex? Story 1. I was told by a bi lady that I eat pussy like a lesbian. Damn, that's a damn good compliment. I ate pussy for an hour and was told I was someone's best experience. Story 2. 8 years ago, I gave a woman 3 orgasms and she said she needed a break to catch her breath. She then shared she'd never orgasmed from another person before and would always masturbate in the bathroom after sex. We got married this summer. Story 3. Had sex with a girl. Then the following day, her best friend reached out to me to hook up because the first girl wouldn't stop talking about how good it was. That was about 5 years ago, and the second girl will still occasionally reach out of nowhere. Story 4. I did gymnastics and ballet for years and have maintained my flexibility. I can do a full split no problem, and my elbows can touch behind my back. I can also handle a full reverse prayer position for the bondage fans out there. Edit. Just FYI, despite the talk of mass DMs, only 20 or so people have actually DM'd me. Second edit. Okay, you guys were right. I regret everything. Final edit. The DM tally is at 153 for those who are curious. I haven't gotten any new ones today, so I'm assuming that's the final count. Story 5. I can make my wife come so hard and often that she can't put a sentence together or walk competently afterward. She says I fuck her stupid on those occasions. Story 6. My girlfriend's first language is Spanish, but she speaks perfect English with a bit of an accent. On my best nights, she reverts to factory settings and starts speaking Spanish to me during the act. I've been learning slowly, but I don't know WTF she's saying in the moment. I kinda like it though. Story 7. I made my GF pass out from an orgasm once. I was relaying the story one night when I was pretty toasted at a bar with a bunch of coworkers. At the end of the story, I told the part, and it only took me 5 minutes. Everyone at the place was dying laughing. And from that point on, I always got fucked with by everyone at work when I was asked to do something with, "It's only going to take you about 5 mins, right?" Story 8. I had such a crazy threesome all night that I broke my dick. It swelled like Popeye's arm on one side, had to go to the urgent care, then to the hospital for an ultrasound. Very awkward explaining the duration and effort to cause such an injury. Even more awkward having some guy lube and wand my shaft. Worth it. I have a great pic, but I think I'd get in trouble for posting. Story 9. 3 separate women in one day. I was single and not in a relationship. Went on a date Friday night and slept over. Sex again that morning, then breakfast. I had plans with the FWB that afternoon, so I went home and turned on the Xbox. Got a call from my ex-GF asking if I had plans that night. Scheduled with her for after dinner. Went to girl number 2 and we had our fun. Showered and cleaned up there, then headed to girl number 3. Slept in my own bed that night. Story 10. Not mine, but my wife. Soon after we got together, I was in the hospital with what is essentially 2 torn testicles and a fractured shaft. When I came, I noticed a lot of pain. So much, in fact, I could only scream "help me" for about 10 minutes straight before my wife made the brilliant decision to phone 911. I was in the hospital for about 2 weeks. I had my dick and balls cut open. My wife regularly tells people she blew my balls out, in the same way someone would say I blew their back out. It's funny, but it still hurts. Edit, this is gaining traction. My wife may see this yet. If anybody is wondering, I don't not recommend letting your partner fuck herself with your dick. Story 11. I, a woman, can have multiple squirting orgasms just by meditating on edibles. It's all hands-free. I just put a white noise or something and lay back and let my mind free, and within about 20 minutes, it's happening. They are very intense, more so than by hand or toy. The best part of learning to do that has been, I no longer feel sexual frustration, so when I'm dating, I am more clear-headed and not overlooking red flags, lol. Story 12. When I was 4, I gutted myself running with a knife. Years of surgeries, colostomy bag, yada yada. I got a new to the time surgery that fixed my intestines and got me off the shit bag stuck to my stomach. One of the biggest aftercare/therapy workouts I always had to do was sphincter, butthole flex workout routines. So literally every day I had to stretch a certain way and do literal buttholes, lower stomach muscle reps. For whatever reason, it just became a habit, and I always just would do them wherever I was if I was bored. So my whole childhood I spent building up those muscles, and I am 100% certain that because of that, my cum shots are astronomical. I can shoot a load 15 feet. They come out like a shotgun blast. Every single girl I've ever been with has mentioned it. When I hit puberty, my biggest issue was I'd always come all over my face, above headboard, etc., out of control. Haha. Story 13. My wife and I were enjoying our honeymoon at a fancy hotel. We had a few drinks with dinner, and I tend to get the reverse of whiskey dick when I drink. I stayed hard for hours, and we just kept going because why not? It's our honeymoon. Well, we were interrupted by a knock at the door. Room service. We didn't order any. We quickly covered up, and I answered the door in a bathrobe. Apparently, the room next to us ordered us a bottle of champagne and a dessert tray and left a note that said, "Congratulations, enjoy your night, and we can tell you are room 314. Wife and I laughed, enjoyed the dessert, and went back to it. We kept the note, and it's in our wedding album.